So you were about to make your first build, or you're trying to make a new build and you're wondering what to do. You go online, everybody says they have the best build. Somehow there's a million YouTube videos, everybody has the best build. So you come to the right place. We're not going to feed you all that. I do put best guide, but I don't always put best build. I got to try to stop doing that. It's a good thing for the algorithm. It doesn't work because it's not true. The best build is the one that you create for yourself. Today, I got you guys with hands-on experience. Got almost 100 hours already in NBA 2K26, and it's officially dropping about a day. So by the time you watch this, it'll release. With that in mind, I want to go through my experience and give you the builds that I've seen with my own eyes in action with top players, elite players playing for money already in the first week of the game. This being said, everything you're watching as far as highlights is me playing my first online games ever. First 10, maybe 15 or 20 or less, but just jumped on a little bit, played a little bit just to try the build out, and I haven't maxed all the badges or everything built either. But this build right here is my first one that I want to talk about and help you see the breakdown and understand important about these builds. Right? My build specifically is a guard build. It's a big 6'8", but it can do anything and everything on the court for the most part. It's very special because of the ability of putting the attributes where it needs to. Okay? You can see it's going to block like a center pretty much. It's going to get some rebounds when necessary with a decent rebound. It's going to do contact dunks, easy shooting, amazing ankle breakers. Literally nothing the build can't do in the game right now. But of course, it's a point guard, but we'll get into that in a second. Just wanted to make sure you know. Now, this type of build does have things that it will sacrifice. Get into it, but you got to know what type of build you want to play. This is the perfect build for me because I wanted a day one build that the moment I upgrade it to 85, it's going to cook. That's what happened. I went out here and just dominated on so many players and just acted a fool, having fun, putting in work. And I believe you can do the same thing if you make that kind of build that fits your playstyle, whether it's a center, guard, wing, whatever the case may be. Right? So think about like what mode you want to play before we get into this. Think about the type of play style you have. So if you're always in the park, there's specific builds you can make just for the park. And there's builds you can make for pro-am, proving grounds where it's very elite basketball. That's a different game than the theater, the park, for example. So you have to know what type of build. I made this build where it's capable of contributing on all those modes, but I wanted a day one just to get out there and cook no matter what. So we're going to get into that build, showcase it just a little bit. Hope you guys are enjoying some of these quick highlights. Now we're going to get into the game. Showcase a few things in here before we get started. This is the 6'8" build. I'm not going to teach you how to make it because it's already on the channel, but it is a dominant beast. The dribbling might not look like a lot, but this is all you really look up. Pass also might not look like a right, but I promise you, you're going to do well. If you're not playing like a pro-am for money, this is fine for a point guard. I'm actually going to use cap breakers on. I'm going to get a good amount of cap breakers through all year. But with that being said, everything else is monstrous. It's just a monstrous build. So contact dunks at 89 is just fine. I actually was going to make sure I get up to 93 just to get gold posterizer, and I might do it. But honestly, 89, it feels very strong. I'm destroying people. And then an 80 layup. Specifically, there's badges like physical finisher that's important. I like having that all the time, so I make sure that I have a good one, plus the animations. Right? 45 is all you need for standing dunk. If I don't talk about an attribute, it's because it doesn't matter. You don't really need to put it up at all. Just let it But the 92 gives me everything I need. Right? I'm gonna have legend badges, a lot of legend shooting badges, just from putting on my max plus. Then my MIDI at 82 is perfect. I literally spark from the MIDI, just fine. Right? And the way this works, we'll get into the badges later. You can see I still haven't finished upgrading. Okay, still haven't even finished steals, and I steal a bunch. Honestly, a 78 for blocks got me blocking a lot. I think this is a good thing. I think they can ruin the game by making it defense doesn't matter. So then you'll make an all offensive build, not care for defense because it doesn't work anyways. Right now, a 78 makes me feel pretty good out there. I'm a good defender, just a point guard, but I'm blocking centers and everybody. Then you have the perimeter. Okay, at 6'8" with an 83, you're contesting and making people miss a lot. I know a lot of people like the contests don't work this year. It works. You just gotta either be all up on them and hands up and taller, or the same height, or you have to jump and be a little far away, but you'll get a contest. That we're not gonna do a breakdown on all. Still haven't upgraded this, but when it gets to 60, my paint defense is even. Rebound, as long as you got a 60, you get rebound chaser and box out beast. If you have strength, which I do, and my strength also gives me strong handles, which is an important badge for guards. And I have the ability to stay in front of people and bump my job. Strength, agility, the perimeter, hard to score on me. Okay, speed at an 86 is more than enough. I'll probably boost this up. I play in the pro-am and different things like that, 5-on-5. Want to be able to get around the court and zip. Then this is for the contact dunks and go crazy, strong enough to jump high for rebounds and blocks. Okay, but the main thing you want to kind of pay attention to is I don't even have my max plus 1s and 2s on this. I just got all this, and my crew either. So by the time I do, you can see right now I have limitless. Right, I have set shot specialist, limitless, and let's say shifty shooter. I'll have all those maxed out close to Hall of Fame because I got max plus 2 here and a max plus 2 here. Okay, then my max plus 1s, other things, whatever I want. I don't even need anything. This build was so good, I didn't need it for just honestly what I'm feeling. So with that in mind, you know, the build fire been crazy. So this is the only build I'm going to recommend because of the time and effort I've put in this game. Okay, so now this build is proving itself, but I do want to talk about other things that you need to pay attention to in the builder if you're going to make a different play style, depending on things like that. Okay, so first of all, before we go into there, you can see I have my specialization on shooting. Means none of those badges are going to go there. They're going to go on defense for finishing or dribbling. So I'll end up with an even crazier build. Enough about this build. Get into the builder. As I stated, that it depends on your play style, right? Maybe you want a 6'4" so that you can have great dribbles. You're going to strength a bit. Maybe raise shorten his wingspan, fast, kind. Right, let's just make. Now the thing is, with this height, you want to hit the right requirements for specific animations. Go into the animations. Let's say you're looking for specific dribble styles. You're gonna come in here and say, who do I really want? Ja Morant. Guess what? Ja Morant is the current so-called metal. Okay, that is most reliable, but you don't need that much. You need a 85 speed with ball. What does that mean? That means you don't even need to worry about it, because I can get that on any build, any small build. And now I need my animations for, let's say, other dribbles. Steve Francis is coming out. We don't know what dribbles are coming out that are new, but say signature size up. I want specific that is not game right now, rep or whatever the season. Well, I want to secure myself. So I would personally put it at 94. I was making a point guard, because this means that if they say, oh, there's a 95 Steve Francis, and unlock it, whatever very strong one, I'm gonna have the capability going to 99 if I wanted. So you're foolproofing your build. Okay, that's the best thing to do overall. Anything with, like, let's say shooting. This is a new year. What I like to do if I don't know about the game, we'll say, let me go 99. Will be an elite point guard so that I can get these to 99 because I have it at 94. We're good. Same thing with finishing. Let's just say you wanted high dunking. All I can do is a 94. Do I have to go 94? No. 5 cap breakers. Lower to 89, like I just told you, one of the best ratings. Okay, that's what you want. Hit these thresholds. Same thing with dunking. E5. That's stuff that you want to kind of take into account. If you see right here, I wanted 76 to exact for versatile visionary. Now with a 76, I can pass with some type of good badges, and I can boost these badges. They're silver, they'll end up Hall of Fame with a max +2. So all of a sudden, hit it. Got it. Good. Good to go. Now this is a fake build. Don't get it twisted out here holding this build. But this is the kind of thing that you can do. Now I don't got no defense. Now I'm cooked. Better have a full team keeping me covered. And then we're good to go. Right? Those are the kind of things you got to think about. And now, for example, I need a 78 to be able to get contact dunks the way I want. So I'm going to just kind of try to cheat the game, pick out some points somewhere, put it in here to have the exact requirement. And agility, I do want to move, improve, around, take something that kind of messed up on the overloading. These are going to move. Yeah, so I'm kind of caught up now with this build. One is, this is a build in a competitive side of like, okay, well, I'm gonna get everything playmaking. I'm gonna need a teammate. I'm only gonna play this with Pro-Am on zone defense. If I wasn't playing that, I'll switch it all the way up and something totally different. Set the build into, you know what, I need defense because I'm gonna be playing in the park, breeze. I need some defense. All of a sudden I start putting on my defense. This is the difference between the kind of builds you want to make, what you should make. So I would make something similar. Let's just say I got a sacrifice. Now all of a sudden I'm not even gonna go for dunks. I'll just 60, 65. Still got my my standing dunks, and higher, be able to use that as my main. Now, if I really wanted to kind of cheese it, I would lower my layups as well. Put more faster. There's a lot of things I can do in here, but this isn't a real build. The concept of what I'm trying to share. So all of a sudden, since I'm not doing contact dunks, I don't this. Slowly, I'm making the kind of build that I thought I wanted. Points, right? So this is the deal. The wave. Yeah, so this is the wave for you to get your act together. Hopefully, figure that out. Now I want to kind of touch on something else. Same thing for a center. All of this stuff. They're going to tell you make a 7'4". It's the meta this year. Make them really skinny. Yes, this is going to work. Do that. A high 3, right? Very small hand. High 3, and he's just dominant for offense. I want to get an 89 3 and an 89 midi. You can barely dunk. Maybe let's say I put up dunk. Maybe that's where I would want because of the rise up patch. Very nice. Here. And so these are the kind of things that you can do, but guess what? It would hurt because it has an 85 rebound. And then strength also will hurt because you can only get it to 81. So there's probably going to be small players who can do the exact same thing you can do for 7 foot. Like, oh man, wait a minute. I think that's it. So then I'll drop this down. Let's just go with enough to get visionary. Offensively, it's good. Defensively, it's not the best. Barely getting by at this point, but doing what we can with the build. See how slow it is. This is a fun build. This is the build I would make if I just want to pop off, shooting, getting crazy. Now the trick is there's cap breakers. Dribbling would probably lower it to the about right here. Let that one cap breaker bring. I have to go in and out the build, go through a whole process. I don't have a cap breaker because I just started playing the game. When I say I mean you guys. So that's where we have to do better. You see right here, now I'm a crazy finisher. Got good standing dunks. Pop off from the 3 and mid-range. Have a decent block. Rebounding is pretty bad and strength is bad compared to like height. But this is more of a power forward. But you can use it as a center in a lot of modes when you're just chilling. And so these are the kind of things you want to do. But in reality, rather a 6, personally, I would rather a 6'7" at the or 6'1" who can actually get the rebound, actually block shots, and actually play defense. Yeah, I put it 2, put the 3 up, the shot specialist. Actually only need it right here, 78. I would do this. I would do that. I've done this for many years. So all of a sudden, I'm only putting a little bit of dunk, a lot of standing dunk as usual. Probably put up the close shot in a minute, but 75, 70 at minimum. I have break starter, 75. And I can still have the same dribbles that we just had. This build is going to be stronger because guess what? But rebounding. Say I go with 92, and then I max +2 these. Go. Then I have way more strength, capable of putting in work with it. So let's just say I go 91. Speed is faster. Pretty much have the similar build. Way better because now my vertical is very high. I can get more rebound blocks than the one made earlier. Here, sitting good. And similar kind of build, but way more capable of bending, locking up. With a 65, I'm gonna get 60. This is the same kind of build. The idea is that this one is going to be monster defensive. That everybody game. And I'm gonna spot up in the corner when necessary, but it could finish strong at the rim. I'd actually like 75. There's certain. But that would be kind of the setup. Of course, you can do more, but the point is, this is the build that I would just casually make. I would tweak all this, of course, and then what you want to do after you make it is actually really go into check out the animation. So I'm not going to show you the animations right now, but you can see, like, okay, for example, I feel like I made a great build right here. I'm going to go in, actually go into it just so you can see some funny stuff. Look at this. I forgot that all right, and so here we are with the build. Now, of course, if you have cap breakers, you can go into your progression and check what would I want to do with this build, cap breaker wise. Sure, I can get rebounds, turn higher to have some of that. I can work on shooting even higher. Maybe I want to go with better passing, dribbling, some stuff in here. But let me boost up this. All of a sudden, my layups could go up. Could be 80s. Put these all the way up. This build isn't bad. I just made it right now on the spot. The concept what I'm trying to teach, and hopefully y'all been paying close attention, I'm good to go. This build can be amazing in real competitive mode, where it's going to set picks if it wants and cannon dunks when it's in the rim. So it's going to spot up in the corner when you need it, hit any open shot. Then passing is amazing. Interior defense is amazing. Steals is not the best. Guess what? It's fine. Put some cap breakers on that thing? No, I can't. Maybe a little bit. Look at that. It's a 66. But the point is, it's really not trying to steal too much. You're the main center. Good movement, good rebound. Not gonna get pushed around. So this is the different version of that. These are the two main things I want to talk about. Now I want to address one of the main things about, for example, when I build. This is day one build. This is like, I know I'm gonna cook, I'm gonna go off, I have fun, pick the right attributes and the right badges to be a monster. Look it up. Masterfully did the science and the math to be able to have the right X+1s+2s. My shooting is going to be crazy with these permanently. Then I could swap anything else, defense off finishing or playmaking, on the other Max+1. Okay. And my cap breakers, as I said, I haven't even talked about what I want to do here. I was originally going to put it on dunk, but it's so strong, I don't need it. I'm gonna be honest with you. It just put up my speed, free, you know, maybe really do just higher passing. I don't need it, but it's nice to have. That'll be it. The build is perfect, even now. And enjoying that. So yeah, make sure you check this out. Do your job. On with the game. Again, none of this is viable. It's really your choice of your playstyle. You can see right here, I'm cooking up some of these people, goofing off, having fun with this build, doing anything and everything I want on the floor, basically, just like a walking bucket. But yeah, hopefully you guys can take some of this information as you go to make your build. And if you watch this later, guess what? It's still a lot of good information to help you. And don't follow one person's guide. Right? Just kind of see what you really like and then start working with that. Figure it out from there. Yet not everybody needs to, everybody's gonna make 10 builds like me. Make a good one, you'll have a lot of fun. Right? Enjoy NBA 2K26. For me, it's the best I've played in a very long time, or ever. That's where I stand right now. All right. Yo, I got some real deep dives if you want to see my animations and dribbles on the channel. So go check them out. See you on the next one.